Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Day. My name is Leah. I'm the creator behind Thrifty Day. Today's episode is going to be a little mini vlog, and I want to show you how I memory keep in my journal. But before I memory keep, let me show you the memories that I'm keeping. Yesterday, we went on a very short little trip to Disneyland with our daughter, Hannah, and we had such a wonderful time. These are our tickets right as we walked into Disneyland. This is probably my favorite arch with the Walt Disney quote right above it. You immediately feel magical right when you walk in. And who did we see right when we walk in? Performing on Main Street USA was Pluto. It was just such a fun little show. Hannah loves watching the shows, and so do I. And here's Mickey and Minnie dancing. They danced for so long. They were so good. This was such a very special, precious, and magical moment. And then we walked through the castle into Fantasyland, which is my other favorite thing to do. Honestly, I've grown up at the parks, and something like this just absolutely never gets old and never loses its magic for me. I feel incredibly privileged and very grateful to be able to live so close to Disneyland. Next, we visited one of my favorite stores, which is called Pooh Corner. And oh my goodness, how magical is this? Not only is it magical, it is sweet. Look at all the sweets you can buy. Did we buy some? Yes, we bought a lot. We bought candy apples, chocolate-covered marshmallows, peanut butter cups, chocolate coins. We really went crazy, but it was so much fun. And then right after Hannah met Eeyore, it was so sweet. Eeyore's my absolute favorite, so this was just as special to me as it was to her. We had lunch, and then we kind of wrapped up the day buying some pressed pennies, which is something I often do. I love pressed pennies. I love putting them in my journal layouts. They're the perfect inexpensive little souvenir, in my opinion. So that pretty much sums up our day. We were only there for a few hours, but they were magical indeed. So how do I memory keep? These are little odds and ends from the day. Receipts, gift cards, chocolate coin wrappers, you name it, I kept it. Hannah loves the guide maps. She always grabs a few when we walk in. So I saved all of these little goodies, and then I printed out some photos from the day. And this is how I memory keep in my journal. When I'm doing a memory keeping layout, the layout itself is mostly ephemera from my personal life and photographs. When I open up my journal and I see that layout, how cute are those little flower clips? I just wanted to show you. When I open up my journal to this layout, I want to absolutely look at the ephemera and the photos and feel transported back to that day. That is my goal in memory keeping. You probably saw in one of those pictures, Hannah was with Captain Hook. She loves the Disney villains, so her favorite part of the day was meeting Captain Hook. She is a villain girl through and through. So I had been saving this old book page from a little golden book for so long, and it was the perfect time to pull it out because I wanted to put that picture of her and Captain Hook right next to it. So I decided pretty early on that I wanted to make this a pocket. So I usually start with the bigger pieces of ephemera first, which is why you see me grabbing my little guide map here. And I'm just going to cut it up though, because I definitely don't need it to be that big. If you wanted to really remember the day in terms of keeping that guide map intact, you absolutely could. I think I have many, many layouts though where I have full guide maps. So I felt okay definitely cutting this one up because she met Goofy too. And actually my favorite picture of the day is her and Goofy. So I really wanted him to be the focal point. So I just sort of trimmed him out of that guide map. I do save it though, just in case I had decided to perhaps use it a little bit more in the layout. I don't end up doing that, but I did set it aside for that purpose. And now you are just going to sort of see me trying to figure out where to put the biggest pieces. And once I figure that out, everything else sort of falls into place. I decided really early on that I didn't want to overthink this page because I just wanted it to be fun, which is a really good tip. If you have a lot of ephemera, see I have lots of little pieces, don't hesitate. Just stick it down. It's okay. If it's not exactly what you envisioned or if it doesn't look exactly right, that's okay. There's lots more layouts coming in the future. You don't need to focus on making it perfect. You just need to focus on making it fun and full of your memories. So I grabbed some clear tape. I didn't even grab washi tape, just some clear tape, and I'm going to make a pocket right out of this page. So clear tape is a really wonderful tool to have in your memory keeping, junk journaling arsenal, if you will. It's something that you can use, and I try to get the most transparent tape I can find because once you'll see once this whole layout is done, you can't even see that tape. There is no seam. And so I just put it all around the book page to create a pocket so I can put our little parking receipt right into that pocket. And I want to keep that receipt for two reasons. A, it says Disneyland, and B, it's dated. I always try to save anything that's dated so that when we're going back and looking over my journals, whoever is, whether it's me or somebody else, they'll be able to see the date, and that's always nice. I usually write the date too, but if you have a bit of personal ephemera that's dated, it's always a good idea to keep it and use it in the layout. I also remembered that I had this little journaling card from a paper pad, and so I thought, you know what, that is a very simple way to get some journaling down. Really, my bits of ephemera and photos are pretty much telling my story, but I did still want to put a little bit of written journaling on here. So if you are enjoying this video, please be so kind as to hit that like button. If you are new, please consider subscribing and introduce yourself so we can connect. And if you have ever been to Disneyland, let me know. I would love to know how many people have been there because I'm always surprised when people say they never have. Since we're on the topic, I'll let you know that I've never been to Walt Disney World. I grew up in Disneyland. My children have grown up in Disneyland. I worked for the Disney blog. My daughter has been in Disney ads. We have a lot of Disney happening in our family. We always have throughout the years, but I've never been to Walt Disney World. And man, that's such a bummer to me. So let me know if you have been to Disneyland here in Southern California. I would love to know. And if you haven't, let me know if you've been to any other Disney parks. My other dream outside of Walt Disney World is to go to Tokyo. I would love to go to Tokyo Disney. Oh my gosh, what a dream. Anyway, let me know. Let's connect, with our love for Disney. Anyway, now you just see me sticking all my pictures down. I do have a little instant Kodak printer, and they print as stickers, and you just take the backs off and stick them right on. I'm telling you, it makes my journaling process so much easier. And I love the size. They might be a little bit small for some. I think they're adorable. So I just kind of stick them very topsy-turvy down the side. I think that that's really fun, and let me know what you think about that. I do have this gift card, and I did use it, so it's empty. So I thought, why not just put it on the layout? And so now you just see me sort of trying to figure it out. Hannah chose those not gold coins, chocolate coins. She loves those chocolate coins. And so, of course, she already ate 3 or 4 last night. So when I was helping her throw away the wrappers, I thought, you know what, I'm going to save a couple because they're so cute. Foil can be delicate, but I think it's fine. I do find a way to get them in there and it all works out. So now you just sort of see me trying to figure out how I'm going to get all of these very tactile pieces into my journal. Like I said, that gift card is empty. So it had the little sticky bit on the back still. So I just added some double stick tape and kept that sticky part on there and just stuck it right down to the page. And now I'm really trying to figure out those foil parts. I eventually stick one on one side and one on the other, and I use my stapler to do it. Since this layout is a memory keeping page, a lot of these different bits of ephemera there's just so many different textures. There's foil, there's pressed penny metal, there's heavy plastic from the gift card, there's heavy cardstock from the tickets, there's glossy paper from the guide map, there's glossy sticker paper from the pictures. So you will find that in a memory keeping layout, you do have to get a little bit more clever and crafty with your adhesives. And I used several different kinds of adhesives. I used some very heavy duty double stick tape for the glossy items. I used a stapler for the foil items. I used Scotch tape for the picture, and then I will eventually use packing tape to put the Main Street pressed penny onto the page too. So yeah, you definitely need to get clever with these memory keeping layouts, but I think it makes it a little bit more challenging and a lot more fun. So there you see me at first trying to use that heavy duty double stick tape on the foil, but it was not happening. It was not sticking at all. And yes, I did clean those, by the way, with a disinfectant wipe. They're not full of chocolate. So I do decide to just staple it on. I don't know how well that will work over time because I fear that the foil will rip away from the staple. So I did go ahead and add a little piece of Scotch tape over this Mickey one. So we'll see how it goes. If I have to put packing tape over them to make sure they stay in terms of like a long-term situation, I'm happy to do that. It didn't feel like I needed to right now, though. I never have a problem putting packing tape or scotch tape over things in my journal to make sure that they stay. I think it just adds another layer, and that's great. This was a sticker that a very lovely cast member gave to Hannah when we got there. She wasn't very interested in keeping it. She told me I could put it in my journal, so I was happy to do that. I just stuck it right over my ticket from the day. Now I'm getting ready to add the pressed pennies. I couldn't decide if I wanted to add one or two or all. I do end up just adding one because I think I'll save the other ones either for journal charms or to even put in my other journal. I don't know, but I thought one was plenty. So here I am going to use packing tape. I've used this technique many times on Journal With Me's. I just stick the penny down onto that heavy duty packing tape and then I stick it right onto the layout. In my opinion, this is the perfect way to add pennies, and I think it looks really cute. I almost always will buy pressed pennies when I see a pressed penny machine, regardless of where I am. I just think they are the perfect, fun, adorable little souvenir. So now what I'm going to do is I don't want those words to just float around my desk for the next year, which is what tends to happen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the important phrases like Peter Pan, hook, TikTok, alligator. I'm going to cut out those little pieces and then I'm just going to glue them onto the pocket. That way I'm actually using it and it's not something that just sits around for a long time and may eventually get thrown away. This way, at least I feel like I'm using it and I think it adds a little bit to the layout as well. Oftentimes, I will save a lot of the little excerpts from books when I don't use them and keep them all together for this very reason. I used to do it more several years ago, but it is fun to add little phrases this way onto your layout. And I just think it makes it a little more interesting. So I'm just going to use my glue stick and I'm just going, yet another adhesive. Wow, this page, I'm really using it. I'm using the adhesive, so I'm just going to use my glue stick and I'm going to stick them all down right onto the page just to add a little bit of creativity and I guess ultimately a little bit more journaling, if you will. After I added the words, I thought it would be fun to add some gold foil stickers. Actually, I think I end up using green. My original thought was gold. This is how I store my stickers. I got this large plastic container. It's very slender from Daiso, and it fits all of my stickers, even those very big, tall sheets of stickers. It fits all of them in here very well. It's clear, it's see-through. Those are My Little Pony. How cute, right? These are the stickers I'm talking about. It fits everything, and you could either slide it into a bookcase like a book. You can slide it under somewhere. It's a really great way to store your stickers, and you can see through it so you know what you have. I highly recommend storing stickers that way. It's just a lot less fuss and a lot more organized. So I end up using green foil, and I just stick them all over that pocket, and I think it came out so cute. So yeah, this is it. This is my sticker storage, easy peasy, and because they're organized, I always feel like I can buy more. I did buy more today. So really the only thing left to do is do a little bit of journaling on that journal card. So I'm going to pick a color and I'm going to do that off camera. And this is my finished layout. This was such a fun memory keeping layout. I had the most wonderful time at Disneyland, and I know Steve and Hannah did too. So collecting all of these bits and pieces from our day to create with now has been an absolute joy. Let me know if you enjoy memory keeping in your journal as well, if this was a page or a layout that resonated with you, or if you were inspired yourself. So I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. If you're looking for additional or exclusive content, head over to my Patreon. All of that information is in the description box down below. Thanks for watching, friends, and have a great day. Bye.